Hey, Bon's Ghost here with Alter Ego. Oh, come on. It looks like someone broke into a crypt. What bastards.
This is it? A single broken door?
To a crypt.
Of course. What did you expect? This is where the gentry are laid to rest, Detective.
Louise.
Some of these tombs have been standing here for hundreds of years.
100 years, you
Such
say?
an event can seriously damage the reputation of our church.
Like,
I
fuck it is.
apologize. When did you notice it?
3 weeks ago.
This morning,
No.
I was looking for Mr. Talbot, the gravedigger.
He's probably dead.
He likes to drink from time to time, and then he usually falls asleep among the graves. Which reminds me, I still have to find him. I
Indubitably.
was searching his favorite places when I found this desecration.
How shocking.
Right, it would be better if you could bring him here.
Indeed.
Might know something more.
Or just
I'll take
dead.
a look inside in the meanwhile.
He's probably dead.
Please, Detective, you cannot do that.
Do I need permission?
No, but I cannot allow such a sacrilege. Please give me your word.
I'm sorry, but I cannot.
I'm going to look for Mr. Talbot now, and I will pray you do not make any errors, Detective.
Fuck you.
It's obvious he cares about the church.
Yeah, but
Or is there something else? We'll see.
sacrilege should not still have to do some serious investigation. Well, Detective,
They must have used great strength to force the door.
yeah,
They
looks
weren't
like
interested in the tomb itself.
it came from the inside.
Maybe they just wanted to get in.
Looks like it got broken out from outwards.
I hope Father Mulcahy will understand I really need to enter.
Oh, duh. Oh, please tell me it's not fucking vampires.
Everything seems to be all right at first glance.
Except for the fucking coffin being open.
Detective Briscoe! You must see this, Detective Briscoe!
What now? I'm sorry for skipping the
Ah,
word.
there you are. Something terrible has happened. You have to see.
Calm down and tell me what
Is the
is going on.
gravekeeper got
I
bite
can't.
marks?
I'll show you.
Yeah, bite marks.
Look at this. Such a disaster.
Do you know who he was?
Mr. Talbot, the gravedigger.
How many people are there in your staff?
Only the two of us were left. Dear Lord, what shall I do now?
Did you move the body? Father Mulcahy,
No.
I have to ask you to
Sorry
leave
for
the
skipping.
crime scene. This is nothing for your eyes.
You are right. It would be better.
I can imagine how difficult it must be for you, but please, stay somewhere nearby.
I will
Yes.
be at your disposal, Detective. You know, although he was not a particularly humble servant, he did not deserve such an end. God bless his soul.
Is that like someone slash wound or?
If I'd found him in the forest, I would think he had been torn up by bears. But here...
Missing a button. He's actually missing a button. Oh, come on.
Father Mulcahy was right. Mr. Talbot was fond of drinking. But it has nothing to do with his death.
What the heck was that? A lighter. No. Oh, fuck off with the thing. Pure alcohol, eh? No, let's see. Bloodstain. No, okay. No.
He has nothing else with... He has nothing else. I've already seen several cutthroats, but none of them looked quite so repulsive.
Click. Right. Looks like we have to go to the... What's his name?
Except the usual occupiers. No other corpses. Pretty comforting discovery.
Aye.
Another corpse. How many more will there be?
His pet dog is gone.
A broken spine. Someone jumped on him from a great height. He must have died very slowly.
Looks like a few of the tombs open. Come on.
It has something in its teeth. I can't pull it out.
Okay. Jesus.
An interesting catch. I'll make some notes.
What? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll have enough time to examine it later. If it hadn't been here, it would have been much more difficult to climb up the wall.
So it was the day after. So it is the day after. Right. Right. Let's check. Let's actually go talk to the twat outside. Get some investigators.
Sergeant, I'll need your help. I want you to prevent anybody from entering the graveyard.
Of course, sir.
We have a murder here. I don't want anybody to be blundering around.
Wouldn't it be better if I ran to the station, sir?
No, it would not. You will not move an inch from the gate.
Excuse me, sir, but I think...
You personally guarantee that nobody will get to the cemetery. Do you understand?
As you wish, sir. You are the detective.
The best thing I can do is report the incident myself, and the sooner the better. At least I can try out the office telephone.
Yes. Let's actually talk to Father McCooey.
I took a walk around the graveyard. It's a pretty big area. How do you manage to look after it?
It was Mr. Talbot's responsibility.
Good, Bennett.
He received an extra payment for that.
Did you allow him to have a dog with him?
Oh, yes. I totally forgot about it. I will have to take care of the dog.
I'm afraid it won't be necessary. The animal is dead, too.
I simply cannot understand this. Mr. Talbot trained dogs very well. Nobody was better at training dogs than him.
I suppose the dog tried to protect its master, and it kept attacking the murderer until the last breath. I also suppose the murderer fled over the top of the wall in the back part of the graveyard, where it's no problem to climb up. That's why the gravedigger's dog was killed in a different place.
But tell me, Detective, who could have done such a thing?
Yeah.
I'll tell you that as soon as we find him.
Yeah, whatever.
I have to ask you, where were you last night?
We buried Sir William last night. It was the family's wish that he was buried in secret, so the funeral was after sunset. It
Okay.
is strange you do not know that. The police supervised the whole ceremony.
Like he said,
After
he
the
came in
funeral,
this
I
morning.
went to bed and fell into a deep sleep.
So you didn't hear or see anything suspicious?
No,
Nope.
otherwise I would have investigated.
I
Yeah.
think that sounds credible. Why did you explicitly want Inspector Lockley to come?
A strange question. Don't you know what he devoted himself to?
I've
Nope.
not had the pleasure of meeting him.
The inspector investigated most of those cases nobody else wanted to work on,
Okay.
including all accusations against Sir William. We have talked to each other several times.
Was he interested in anything in particular?
Once or twice he wanted to enter Lewis's tomb, but he never obtained the permission.
Okay.
Then I think he found a better hobby than hunting ghosts in graveyards.
Watching
I have not seen him
women.
for weeks now.
Watching women. No? Okay. What t-shirts contests? No? Okay.
So, the police participated in the funeral as well. I was just on my way to Plymouth. I'd be grateful for any information.
Not directly. They only had to look out for troublemakers that might possibly try to disrupt the ceremony. Sir
Like
William
what?
was very unpopular thanks to the rumors.
I'm sure.
And were there any troubles?
It depends. The police made several raids on the local disreputable public houses in the hope
Yep.
that it would divert attention from the graveyard. It seemed to have worked. But this morning, alas, I found the damaged tomb. It is a terrible tragedy.
That's Sir William's family great tomb.
I have no reason to go.
To the police station. Such a long distance to walk.
I suppose the best thing I can do now is phone Chief Inspector Powell.
Okay, into the office then, I suppose.
Detective Sergeant Briscoe, put me through to Chief Inspector Powell, please. I see. And when will he return? It's urgent. All right, I'll call back later. Please tell him I called and that I'll be in the field now if he needs to talk to me. He'll know. Goodbye.
Good, Bennett.
He's not here, and he should be back in 2 hours, so what should I do now? I'm not going to waste my time. I'll search the neighborhood to try and find clues, and then we'll see.
Okay. Right. Go on. How about freaking slow as molasses? Whoever molasses is. Right.
I'm just asking, nothing more.
And I'm repeating that it is pointless. There is nothing to see in there.
Well, if there is nothing to see, why don't you allow me to go in?
I have to insist that you leave.
Oh, I perfectly understand. Who's your superior?
You can ask at the station.
Thank you very much for your helpfulness.
Any troubles, Carter?
Not at all, sir. Just this annoying journalist. He wants you to go in.
Mind he stays on this side of the wall.
Should I arrest him straight away, sir?
Do you have any reason to do that?
I think he's suspicious, sir. How come he appeared right here?
Leave it up to me.
Can I search his bike?
Unfortunately, I have no reason to confiscate it.
Oh. What do I? I want his camera.
So the...
Oh, fuck. Didn't mean to actually do that. Thought it was the same wording.
Excuse me? Are you with the press?
And you with police, if I'm not mistaken.
I see there is no
Yeah.
need to pretend anything. So I suppose you will not mind several questions, will you?
Of course not.
What are you doing here so early in the morning?
There's nothing strange about it. I'm working on an article about the funeral of Sir William, which took place yesterday. You know,
And?
the noble man, nicknamed Mad William or something. I bet I won't be the only journalist.
I'm
who'll come
sure
here
you
today,
won't.
So I got up early.
Good for you.
I suppose the family of the deceased is agreeable to that, and that you have their consent?
Inspector, I hope we two are not going to trespass upon each other's patch.
Let me make it clear. I am no inspector, but I'm going to keep a close watch on you. You can count on that. And I'm prepared to pressure you if it's necessary.
I accept the challenge. It
Come
would be
on.
my pleasure to work with you.
Not mine. Big-headed fool. Just wait, I'll show you.
He's a
Did you know
journalist.
Sir William personally?
course
No,
not.
we never met, thank God.
Tell me, How can you write about someone you don't know?
Inspector,
A lot of people do.
everyone knew Sir William because of what he did during his life. I've talked to plenty of people who ran away from the horror. Trust me, the stories were terrible.
Verified by whom?
The horror of those people's eyes, Inspector. It will convince you more than anything else.
This is leading nowhere. A prostitute in a church would be more credible than him. I could not overlook the machine.
Do you know?
I was talking
Oh,
about
for
the
fuck's
camera you have in that bag.
Oh, that thing. Fairly common type. The picture's caught on a glass plate. It can be easily broken, which is why I had to buy a better bike.
And I suppose you have it on you
fuck
by
it.
complete coincidence.
Not at all. I came to take some pictures of a tomb. A particular tomb.
I'm sure you were.
You don't even have enough imagination to think up a lie.
I don't want to insult your intelligence. I still hope we'll come to an agreement and you'll let me in. I can
No.
make a famous man of you.
Forget it. Pack your stuff and get away. He's laughing in my face. I've never seen such impudence before. Sir, you have no business here, so please leave.
Don't count on it.
Have you ever seen a prison cell from the inside?
Inside.
I have. But don't get me wrong, it's nothing to shout about.
Exactly.
Is that supposed to be a threat? You can't arrest me.
I'll do it.
I'll complain.
You can.
I'm not going to leave anyway.
He didn't swallow the bait. He's no amateur.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I've no... Do you have any matches?
Of course, sir. Do you smoke?
No. Sometimes I just need to shine light on something.
I have a cigarette from time to time, sir, but it's hard on the pocket. Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, fucking dog, shut up. Alright, let's go. Give it, Benny. Slow as molasses. And I still don't know who this molasses is.
Strange. It's as if it was still waiting for its owner.
It doesn't look like she's still Sir William. If this is his
Would they
tomb.
put an empty coffin here? Maybe I just don't understand local customs.
Probably Sir William.
There isn't enough light. I can't...
Right. Let's light this thing up.
There's neither wax nor...
Okay, let's put... Okay.
Better to be safe than sorry. I poured everything.
Okay, let's actually the sarcophagi.
Odd. The tomb seems to be for male family members only. But none of them lived to reach the age of 40. Now, this is better. The oldest deceased was Abraham Lewis. Died at the age of 38.
Okay, that's it.
Strange. Why would they put...
Okay. Okay.
So far, everything is quiet. I can't see anything suspect.
Anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, gamers for Kern, special Mickey, because I will be back to breakfast. Farewell.